My name is Kayla Healy, and I am a graduate student in Dr. Humps' EDC 534 Seminar on Digital Authorship. For my final project, I am looking at the use of sequential drawings to help build reading skills in students. What is a sequential drawing? A sequential drawing is an art form that uses images in a sequence to convey a message or tell a story. These drawings are present in comic books or comic strips. Below you can see an image from Scott McCloud's book, The Understanding Comics, the Invisible Art. Why did I choose this topic? Well, my background is in elementary education, middle school education, and English, and I'm currently a master's student in the reading program. My interests include reading comprehension and the struggles that students face in schools pertaining to comprehension, but I was also interested in Bruner's ideas in his act of discovery, where students are their own discoverers. Also, I'm interested in Scott McCloud's Understanding Comics and his ideas that words and images are able to be used interchangeably, and the effects that this has on student learning, motivation, and reading skills. In his book, he states, "We all started out like this, didn't we? Using words and images interchangeably. It really didn't matter which we used so long it worked." These ideas were presented in his book, and I think he was really to show and tell. And which got your point across? Were you able to show it? Were you able to talk about it? Were you able to do both? And when did this change? So traditional thinking has long held that truly great works of art and literature are only possible when two are kept at arm's length, and that mixing the use of words and pictures is more alchemy than science. It doesn't happen. When did this change? So my plan is to integrate my reading specialist knowledge with my appreciation of McCloud's graphic art by also researching if other reading specialists or teachers have explored the use of sequential drawing to help build reading skills. I plan to do this by developing a creative project that addresses my ideas from other class readings such as Buckingham or Bruner, and turn those ideas into graphic art as represented by McCloud. This will allow me to experience the power of using drawings to represent ideas, and after I'll write a short paper about what I learned. I was inspired by Mark and Jillian's Leap Forward project and the tool that they used to complete this with strips for schools. I plan to use this visual media to help me with my sequential drawing, to explain a topic from a course reading, and then I'll write a short paper about what I've learned. I found two articles, research articles about comics and graphic novels in the classroom. One of them says that using comics and graphic novels in the classroom prepares students to work with any genre because of the high levels of concentration and skills that students will need to be able to understand. They'll be able to write, draw, read, ink, and computer color. In addition, graphic novels are a point of reference. They bridge what you know to what you need to know, and they help you make inferences as students rely on pictures because there are little text in the novels. An associate professor from California State University asks her pre-service teachers to read unfamiliar graphic novels. She does this because she wants to know what comprehension strategies they use while reading: connections, questions, visualization, inferring, and synthesizing. In addition, she says that you need to know your students, you need to do your research. This will help you bridge school literacy experiences and help you motivate, enhance learning, and enhance opportunities for struggling readers in the classroom. The focus of this piece was that every part of the frame plays a role in interpretation of a text, and hence, graphic novels actually demand sophisticated readers. They do this because graphic novels allow you to incorporate your interests, your reading skills, your writing skills. They really test those. They are a great tool for visualization, especially for students who struggle. They help communicate a story from beginning, middle, and end, and they help you visualize it. In addition, you can see punctuation and how it works. You outline the pre-reading process from beginning, middle, and end, and you're able to make connections throughout the readings and assessment. The second article I found talked about how children learn to read. Emergent literacy begins at birth and continues throughout childhood. Essentially, words are meaningless when you're a small child, and as you grow, you're able to understand what words are. They have meaning, and then eventually the meanings link to names and labels. And labels in this case are words and images, which serve a purpose as they are on specific signs, brands, lists, letters, and cards. You're able to connect the word to the picture. While I was researching, I had a really hard time finding information on this topic. Is it obscure? Was I researching incorrectly? Had it not been done before? Is there no difference? I wonder why there is little evidence on the topic, the use of sequential drawing to help build reading skills. Does anybody have an idea? Do you think sequential drawings help build understanding in the classroom? Do they hinder understanding? Do you have any suggestions? Have you used sequential drawings in the classrooms before? If so, tweet me at JBF 4th of 7 Child. I'd be interested. Here are the references that I have so far. This list is definitely going to grow as my final project is still expanding. This is just a preview of what I anticipate and hope to do, but it could definitely change. Thanks for listening.